PGA Tour University. This is a program that the PGA Tour has put into place to reward the #1 golfer in America. The #1 gets a full exemption into the PGA Tour. Past #1s are Ludwig Aberg, Michael Thorbenson, Nick Dunlap. This is no easy task to do in 1 year. So with 1 semester left, we're gonna go spend 24 hours with a PGA Tour U #1 player, David Ford.
So here it falls to David Ford, a putt to conclusively win. Yeah! And what a way to do it, there we are. And Ford can now entry on the 16th green, and now he can join in the celebration.
David Ford is that dog. If you don't believe me, go watch the video that I filmed with him before him breaking the course record at my home course.
Stay up, boom! Let's go! Oh, that is a new course record right there.
It's impressive. These are the things that we're gonna be doing in the next 24 hours, starting from lunchtime. Let's go. So this is only for athletes?
Only athletes, yeah. And you.
All right, David, what you got on the menu today?
A lot of protein, some rice. Better be some protein. Korean fried chicken, probably stay away from that. Steamed rice, japache maybe. Good stuff though. This is Brett.
This is Brett. Bird.
He'll be at FCA tonight too.
Hey. Switch real quick. What'd you get?
Beef and rice.
Dude, you've been at the dining hall since freshman year.
Yeah. Well, no, this is actually the last 2 years. Just the last 2.
So a perk of being at a top-notch school is they give you incredible food. And if you didn't notice, yes, David has a twin, Maxwell. We'll get into that later.
I feel heavy, but we're just gonna be putting, so
It doesn't matter.
well fueled. The Korean chicken is heavy though. Nine Korean chickens is tough.
How do you feel, Grant?
I mean, I feel like it's great.
My boy is getting dialed. You talk about practice. That is some good practice.
And that little gadget, yeah, we'll get into that later.
That boy's gonna shoot 62.
Whoa.
You get on video?
Yeah, dude.
Let's go. Locker
got in
music
there?
clean. A few towels. Yeah, that's pretty bad, honestly. Like that could be cleaned for sure. We got a spare 3-iron, a spare 3-wood, and a wedge. This is for my caddy actually. Caddy.
Yes, Sam.
Yep.
And the flow.
Ton of recovery, like right before I play, and then right after. Just gotta stay loose. I would be hitting today, but the back is not ready for it. So we're just doing short game.
Look at that haircut, though.
That's sick.
Look at that.
I like that.
So before I even got there, David had actually been chipping for 2 to 3 hours.
Ready? Putts on.
Yep. That's the plan.
Buddy.
Easy work. So you usually come after lunch back out to the course?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Wednesdays, yeah.
Mostly short game?
Usually after lunch, short game, yeah.
Yeah.
Try
Because
to.
you're so full?
Yeah. Try to eat a lot and then just work on chipping and putting, yeah.
Yeah. So you start off with short putts?
Yeah.
Just line them up?
Yeah. Line them up. Working on pretty much just alignment right now. Start line and alignment and making sure everything is square to the ruler. The ball goes on the 11 inches, and then right foot on the 6, left foot on the 20.
So you have same ball position every time?
Yep. And then make sure line's in line with the ruler, putter's in line with the line and ruler. And I'm usually much better on the ruler than I am like without the ruler, just because everything is so square and lined up for me. But yeah, I've been using this ruler for like 5 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, a little over.
You notice
5
the
years.
difference?
I think consistency-wise, yeah. I think I know what I'm going to get every day.
Yeah.
It helps me.
When you show up to a tournament, do you do this?
Yeah. I do this before every round. Every day I hit a putt. It's the first one's on the ruler.
On the ruler?
Yeah.
Do you line up all your putts?
Yeah. Every single.
No matter the length?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it could be across the green?
Yeah. Even more so on the longer ones.
Really?
Yeah. There
Why
sometimes.
is that?
I feel like if you're off by 1 degree with your aim on a 50-footer, it's gonna probably cost you more than if you're off by 1 degree on a 10-footer. Like the odds to 3-putter are much higher.
Huh.
So I don't know, I feel like a little bit lost when I don't have the line from long range. There's some times where I experimented last spring with like putts from like 10 to 20 feet that break a lot with no line, but I only did it probably 6 putts the whole spring. Maybe that.
You didn't like those 6 putts?
It was. I actually made some of them, which was good. But I think I'm more consistent with the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're used to it. I mean, when you start using a line, you get super used to it.
Yeah. I've used a line for like a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I can remember.
How do you mark? You mark it all the way around or just half moon?
So I used to do like a little less than half of the ball had a line, and then right after a tournament called the Hogan in October, one of my friends, Tommy Morrison, came to me and showed me this line drawer he got, and it goes all the way around the ball. So I decided to start using that, and used it at. I'm 1 for 1 with it, I guess. So we're gonna keep using it.
There we go.
I feel like it connects the line on the putter to the ball really well. It just goes all the way around, and then it's also pretty good for confidence. Like when you're rolling it well, it goes really end over end.
Yeah. Yeah. So this fall you won 2 tournaments?
Yeah, twice.
Yeah. So the last 2.
Yeah.
What do you think was clicking? Like what was happening?
Yeah, I think I had good momentum from like late in the summer. Ever since I played with you, honestly, it was like ever since I played with you, it was like big confidence boost. And
the TPC 60, man.
Yeah, like seriously though, like started playing way better.
Yeah. You played pretty good at the USAM.
Yeah, got 3rd in stroke play at USAM, which I felt great about.
Yeah. How was that course? Tough?
It was sick. Yeah, pretty tough. Yeah, I mean, it didn't feel that tough because I played well, but it definitely was tough. And then like throughout the fall, I just got a lot of momentum. Like USAM had got me kind of where I wanted to be mentally, with knowing that my game is ready to compete. And then showed up to the first 2 events and played pretty good. Like hit it really well in those events, but just didn't put it all together. I got 8th and then 6th, which was like not bad for the fields that I played at, but
that's not bad.
It really felt like I could have won both of them pretty easily, especially the first one. I lost by 4. I think it was 4, and got 8th. And I was just missing greens with wedges and just doing dumb stuff to lose. But I think like momentum for those first 2 events in USAM, and then you combine that with really focusing in on where I need to get better, and then working hard on that for a week and a half leading up to the first event I won in the fall. I just worked on a lot of chipping, like stayed consistent with chipping and maintaining my full swing, and then worked on speed putting from like 10 to 15 feet, and then even like a little bit longer, like outside of that range too. And just worked on pretty much strictly speed on that range, and putted amazing at the first tournament I won. Didn't hit it incredible, but played really smart and putted really well.
The putter. What's your percentages?
For how much I practice each part of my
category.
Game? I think it changes every day. Or it changes like
seasonally
from day to day. Yeah, but for the most part, like I try to keep it to where it's mostly short game. with my body, it's not the healthiest body I think I've ever had.
Yeah.
I think 5 years ago I was a little bit healthier, but with my body not being like 100%, still getting better, but not 100%. I think limiting how many balls I hit is good for, especially when I'm in season.
Yeah.
So usually hit balls for like no more than 45 minutes or an hour, like no more than that every day. And so like sometimes it's tough just because I want to go out and work on things, but it forces me to be intentional with the time I have, just with full swing stuff. And I can't sit there and look for a problem that's not there, which is really good. I think a lot of guys, even like professionals, fall into that trap, like 100%.
They try to find something that's wrong with their swing.
Yeah, and like if you're not limited by time as a pro, and you're not limited by like your body, there's no pain, then like you can do whatever you want, hit as many balls as you want. But I don't feel like I can do that, and I think it is like kind of a blessing. Forces me to go work on other things. So 45 minutes, under an hour of ball striking, just like working on maintaining my swing, and then short game is a lot of creativity with chipping, working on shots I'm bad at, and trying to figure out ways to get better at them and be more creative at them. That's usually, I'd say chipping is probably 40% of my practice.
Dang.
Yeah, and then
it's a pretty big bulk.
Yeah, we'll put full swing and putting at like probably similar percentages, like 45 minutes each, and then whatever time I have left, which like I wish I had more time in college, like a little bit more time than I do now, but whatever time I have left that's not chipping, full swing, or putting, I can devote to like recovery stuff with my body or going out and playing. So yeah, and there's honestly like there hasn't been a day where I'm like, man, I have nothing to do anymore at the golf course. Like I've done all my practice, I'm ready to go home. It's like I wish I could continue to do more. So yeah, but a lot of short game.
Yeah, like how do you kind of deal with like confidence? With the ball striking.
Yeah, it's
with not hitting as much and
it's hard sometimes. Like it definitely is difficult to, when I have a bad day, I can't just go out and hit more balls because I know that's bad for me. So it's tough at times, but I think a lot of golf is just self-belief and convincing yourself that you're good enough. Good. I do think there's like an element of like, I think there's a talent element and then a hard work element that like go hand in hand. But I think a lot of it is.
I feel like, do you feel like you've already put in a lot of time as a junior golfer?
Yeah, definitely.
And so like now you feel like you can just maintain kind of where you're at with that? Yeah,
that's kind of my ball striking philosophy. And like that's what, if I was telling somebody, if I was asking questions to somebody who was working on their swing or not hitting it well and wanting their swing to get better, then like the first question I would ask is like, when were you hitting it well? And like show me a swing from there. Like what was it like then? Like how did you feel? What was your practice like? What was everything when you were hitting it well? Like not even, it doesn't matter with scoring, but just like hitting it well. Because like I think back to, I have 11,000 videos on my phone and half of them are swing videos. And so I can look back and say like, I was hitting it great here and I was hitting it poorly here. And like sometimes it doesn't always add up, like with the swing stuff. Like my swing looks great. My swing looked great at the Arnold Palmer in March, and I shot 1,000,000 and I didn't hit it great. And then my swing looked terrible sophomore year in the spring, and I played amazing. So it's just like sometimes it doesn't always add up, but there's a few things that like I've noticed in my swings of like when my body feels bad, it's because I'm doing something, and that usually makes me hit it worse. And there's like a lot of specific things like with hip movement and then position at the top and then where the club is on my arm on the way down. Those are like the three things that are big, but like maintaining, there's just a few positions that I work to maintain, and everything else is like trying to have fun with it and like not putting too much pressure on myself if the swing isn't perfect. Like making sure my body's feeling good and I'm hitting that position, and then like doing that work every single day over a long period of time, and that's kind of all I can do. I can't worry about the fact that I'm not able to hit 1,000,000 balls.
It's kind of like with Travis Hunter.
Okay.
The guy, he plays both ways at Colorado.
Oh yeah, that
and
guy's a dog.
Yeah, he's well, he won the Heisman. That's the real thing. He's huge. Like all he does is recovery.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't practice because he's like, all I need to be ready for game day.
Yeah.
He's like, that's the most important thing to me. So he's like, the recovery process is what I guess a lot of people don't really use
Yeah.
because they just think, I guess they see the Tiger Woods era of where he just bangs balls all day.
Yeah, true. It's like a little thing. It's like one of the little things that you need to do well
Yeah.
to like be successful, but
Like even stretching and just everything really.
yeah.
I mean, mentally, physically, it's just all, it's a grind. Like it's a pretty big grind on the body, which
Yeah.
most people don't think about, but it definitely is. And so recovery's,
Yeah, it definitely is.
it's huge.
I'm gonna set up
You
a
done?
uphill downhill drill. This putt is 9 feet. The coin is the hole, and my grid to get it in is between the tees and the ruler. So even if I get it between coin and tees, so like in this range right here,
Yeah.
that doesn't matter. That's not good.
That's not good enough.
So just between this.
Just between those? Oh.
Yeah, and I gotta get 2 balls in a row in to move back a foot, and
Where'd
I
you get-
usually just do it for 30 minutes.
Where'd you get this from?
I actually came up with it. Like
You just kind of
I can't believe I did because I'm not smart enough to usually come up with stuff like this.
This is
but
the David Ford drill, everybody.
I can't like I honestly like when I say that I'm like fact checking myself. It's like one of those that's supposed to be difficult. So when you get on the course, it feels way easier. I notice how much speed impacts how many putts you make from this range. Like people know it, but sometimes we focus more on the line than
Yeah.
the speed, and speed is just so important.
So you focus more on short,
Short ones, yeah, definitely.
and then
Just because some putts look better to my eye,
and then
to
from
hit firm, and then other ones look better as die pace.
that's good. This man out here creating his own drills,
Sit.
man.
The one thing that I've noticed is important is I have to be really intentional with the line, because if I stop, like it's easier to just fall in love with speed.
Yeah.
But on these especially, like I need to be focused on where I'm aiming it to, just so I'm not just whacking them. I got 18 putts, 3 to 5 feet, and from 25 to 52 feet. I need 28 putts or less for 18 holes to gain strokes putting, pretty much.
And it started to pour rain, but we didn't stop. So that little gadget, what is it?
You haven't recently had any trauma, have you? Blockage? You probably need to get rid of some blockage. Well, you need focus in your life. I could see you doing this one. You ready? Shoot. The key is just keep your eyes closed the whole time, okay?
Okay.
First stop would be to go to the UNC library website, put in some keywords
Yeah,
like this.
No, that's multitasking right there.
I can hear him.
Take care of the body while listening to your Zoom.
He's just talking about final exam stuff, I think.
Yeah, earlier I heard him talking just about kind of what this weeks are gonna look like. It's like Thanksgiving break, then we got this after Thanksgiving.
Final essay. You gotta be kidding me, we gotta write a final essay for this? I'm just kidding.
How was it, Grant?
I was trying to get back to that dream, and I kind of got back to it.
What did it feel like?
Dude, I don't know. It's like, you know, like in Star Wars, when they're going like light speed? That's what like everything looks like.
It's a light exposure test, so where it shoots lights when your eyes are closed, and it's supposed to calm you down. So, let's try it out.
Yeah.
Done.
Just finished. Interesting.
How was it?
It was alright. I think I'm crying.
Really?
No. So now David had class in person, not online to where he could recover. I went and hung out with Maxwell, and a little bit about Maxwell. You ready for this? He is ranked 17th in the PGA Tour U. Yes, they feed off each other, Maxwell and David. going to the same college. Maxwell started at Georgia, transferred back into UNC to be with his brother, and now they are in the top 20 together, which is crazy. I mean, they are the best twins in college golf. Really, there's triplets. They have a sister. This is not David. We just talked for a little bit, and then it was time for David to get out of class. So the next thing he did was whip it up in the kitchen. Alright, we're doing taste test here.
That
David.
lamb stretch, bro. The smallest bite I've ever seen.
Yeah, lamb's just, I definitely have to have a sauce with it.
Yeah, that's just bad.
If it came down to it, I would have eaten it. Well, what do you guys eat when you're on the road at a tournament?
We eat out. We eat pretty good when we're on the road.
What do you guys usually eat?
Sometimes like Longhorn, like a steakhouse like that.
No.
Sometimes we just like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Easy.
Burger place, Mexican place. Pretty standard like sit-down restaurants usually.
No.
It's nice, yeah.
So after college, what's your plan?
For food?
For food, nutrition, and just overall
I think,
recovery.
yeah, when I'm pro, I think, I mean, I don't know what the financial standing is going to be.
No.
Just where I'm playing, how much it costs, how much I'm making, but with the resources I have and the budgeting I can like a lot to food. I think I'll try to make it to where it's like as healthy as possible, no matter what. Like, luckily, if you're on like a big boy tour, the food there is pretty nice.
Yeah.
You're getting fed like breakfast and lunch,
Yeah.
and then dinner on my own is, I mean, honestly, maybe just Chipotle. Like,
Yeah. It's easy.
Chipotle, like I can control how much it costs and how much food I get. It's just like it's amazing.
Yeah.
But if I have the option to cook when I'm on the road, then I'll do that.
So after dinner, what does David do in the nighttime? Well, this may surprise you as a college player, but it's really cool. All right, what's next, David?
Going to FCA, also known as AIA. Bunch of athletes from UNC's campus, all different sports. Bunch of awesome leaders too, just gathering as a community, holding the name of Jesus high. And honestly, we're just trying to encourage each other, meet new people, and then know God more. And that's kind of what we're striving to do at a meeting like this, and keep those relationships going throughout the week and lean on each other. So it's been sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm glad to experience this.
Yeah.
Come see it with you, big day.
Let's go.
Yes, please. Great.
All right, I'm gonna go help set up chairs.
Thank you.
Let's go see what David's up to. It's 7 o'clock. I got me a cup of Joe because David doesn't drink coffee, so I wouldn't last. So I got a cup of Joe ready to go, and let's go see what David's doing. It's 7 o'clock.
Hip halo slider, hip thrust. Both sides glute max, hit the glutes. More hamstrings, single leg, single arm RDLs. Pro single leg hip extension, more hamstrings. We got some upper body. Cable row, 90-degree external rotation. Dumbbell calf raises, single leg, and then some tibialis anterior work. And like the shins. And some stretching. Yeah. Pretty much glutes and hamstrings every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Roll.
No way.
Love working out.
Love it.
Yeah.
Why you do so many hamstrings?
I gotta stabilize for the golf swing. So like if my hamstrings and glutes and adductors, like inside my thighs, aren't strong, then I can't use the power that I have from upper body and also like the big muscles. So do a lot of that and a lot of core, just to keep everything stable and strong, to stay as healthy as possible. Yeah.
So David's workout plan, I had no idea what to expect. Busy day in here.
Hit it.
Still sore from my leg day a few days ago.
I bet the long car ride doesn't help. My trainer's just getting after it.
Maxwell.
Hey, can you send that to
David?
You sent to Cabo.
Or David. Yeah. He's filming a day in the life of Maxwell, and I'm filming the day in the life with David.
You should start filming me and see if they notice it if it's not Maxwell.
It's all in the glutes.
All in the glutes.
And as you can tell, David was doing his own separate workout from the team. We've been here for 20 minutes. This man's still at the stretch. This is the least I expected, was so many hamstrings, so many legs, so many just body weight things, and not much upper body, just all core, which, I mean, it makes sense. It does make sense. But you know, I had to get in there and do some of the workouts because, you know, I can't just sit behind the camera, you know? I can't be doing that.
Hold the knees and the hands together too. So like knees go that way, hands go this way. Lower back on the ground.
Nothing but core, man. Nothing but core, which it makes sense because that's all golf is core and legs, pretty much. You know, stuff, it seems simple, like, but once you start doing it,
yeah,
it kind of starts adding up. What advice do you have for young golfers trying to get into exercise?
I think listening to your body is really important. So like when I was in junior golf, I would work out sometimes and something would hurt after I work out and I would just ignore it. So getting on top of that stuff and finding someone who can treat it as early as possible and just learning a lot about how your body works. If I would have done that earlier, I think it would have been beneficial. So, yeah, just learning.
What kind of stuff would you, like exercises wise, to work on?
I think a lot of core, stuff that stabilizes you, especially in your golf swing if you play golf. A lot of core, a lot of like hip mobility and strengthening, and then glute stuff. I think is like the things you need to have solid in order to hit it far, in order to have power.
There, that was what we were looking for. You feel the difference?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to go all the way in tight before you can feel the difference. But if you're always like in this middle range, you don't feel the difference.
Yeah.
So you need the in so you can get the out, vice versa.
Heels on me, UNC.
Heels.
Music.
More stretching.
Finish it with the stretchies. Next, the team had a sports psychologist come in and talk to them. Now, I wasn't in this meeting, but we'll get the information of what they kind of broadly talk about from David. But before that, I had a few questions for David. All right, so this campus is beautiful, but why did you choose UNC Chapel Hill?
Yeah, I feel like coming out of high school, I mainly cared about golf. Not as much interested in school when I was being recruited, so knew I wanted to play professionally and play at a high level in college. So I felt like UNC had a really good program, a lot of momentum within the program, and when Coach DiBattista, when I got to know him more, I realized we clicked pretty well, and there's a lot of guys on the team that I clicked well with, and just a lot of dudes that were working hard and doing the right things to get better, and it was a culture that I really liked. So yeah, that was the main thing, is just like the coach, the culture, and the golf that was here.
What was it like getting recruited out of high school?
Yeah, it was
Was it kind of wild? Did you have like a lot of schools?
Yeah, there was a good bit of schools. I think I was used to it, like I was expecting it. Just a lot of my friends had the same thing happen, and
Did they like email you, call you?
Yeah, some emails, some letters, some calls. Once I got to June 15th, I think.
Yeah, the deadline.
Yeah, so a lot of texts and calls at that point, and then just narrowed it down to four or five schools.
Yeah, what was your top 4?
Georgia, Georgia Tech, LSU, and UNC.
Okay.
Yeah, so good programs. I'm really thankful I chose UNC though.
Yeah.
Those programs are awesome, but I think the culture we have at UNC is just the right fit for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
We got all 9 guys on board for the first time, I think, since I've been at school. We got all 9 guys really trying to work for the same thing, which is sweet.
How's the brain? How's the mental game?
Feels good. Feels similar to when I went into the meeting, which is good. I felt like I was in a good mental space going into the sports psych meeting. I feel like it was a good vibe with the team. Asked a few questions, some of them about golf, some of them about life, class.
Do you have to answer them?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody goes around and answers just whenever they want, whenever they can. I feel like it's usually more towards the life side. The sports psych guy, he really tries to get life and golf integrated because the life stuff affects the golf stuff and vice versa. So yeah, I'd say they're pretty integrated, and the questions are intentionally vague so that if someone wants to share about life stuff and if someone wants to share about golf stuff, they can typically do either, which is good. Like, there's no shame in admitting something that takes vulnerability in the meeting, and there's a lot of encouragement, I think, for each other. And I think it starts with the coaches and just who they are as people. Made sure that we're not just wandering around in darkness and hiding things that need to be brought to the light. So it's really good.
Class for the rest of the day.
Class got about 8 minutes of putting in as my practice today. Kind of brutal, but it's how it goes some days.
Yeah.
And I got class from 11 to 4:25, and then after that, probably cooking dinner and seeing what I'm gonna do this evening.
Life on the go.
This is how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Every day.
Fast. Gotta get to class.
Thursdays are always like this, no matter what. It's got a little hint of lamb in it.
No, it doesn't.
No, it's not amazing.
So David's 24 hours was kind of crazy. And if you can tell, David did not hit a ball for the last 24 hours. But the thing that I learned was he focuses on his body. It's for the long haul. So he did say that he was probably gonna hit the next day. Fortunately, the 24 hours was up. David's gonna be doing this for a long time. So he needs to have his body right. And you just have to focus on your game. Don't focus on anybody else's game. You are in control of your game. So as we're walking to David's next class, I had a few more questions. So what are you most excited about in the future?
I think competing. In the last two weeks, I'd say, have been maybe 3 weeks since the off season. I've been just a little slower, and getting to go to Texas this past week was just really good to be competing again. So really excited for tournaments.
Back in the swing of things.
Yeah, hoping to play a few this off season. I got Jones Cup.
Okay, is that January?
Yeah, and then other than that, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
We'll see though. Might play one other one, but yeah, Jones Cup is most likely.
You won that tournament. You got like a invite to what? Another tournament?
Yeah, Charles Schwab in May.
Yeah.
So
That'd be sick.
yeah, it'll be cool.
I'm watching out.
We'll see. Oh, what a light that is.
Oh, we got the light.
That's beautiful.
Right at 24 hours.
Yeah,
at the UNC. It's been a lot. You're on the go, man.
I know.
I've noticed that he is, just doop, doop, doop. Next thing.
Stay busy, yeah.
You do stay busy. And, being a Division I athlete at the top of the game, it's a lot. And for sure it can be a lot. And I think the thing that you've done really well is taking care of your body and making sure that it's going to be good when you need it.
Yeah, I think the body's like my main focus in a day. I think if there's one thing I need to focus on, as far as like getting better, I think it's just body.
That will do the 24 hours, guys, with David Ford here. Everybody go follow him on Instagram. Always a pleasure to have David here.
Let's go. It's sweet having you here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So peace out from UNC Chapel Hill. Let's go, David. So with one semester left, can David hold on to that #1 spot? And can he increase his lead to lead him straight onto the PGA Tour? Only time will tell. But just know, there's going to be banger videos.
Hey, feel I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup.